What's up, comic fans? This is Andrew.
Hey,
What's up, comic fans? This is Andrew.
getting a little bit of feedback.
We got a crazy amount of feedback.
Oh,
Ooh,
Okay.
Matt.
that was my bad.
Not
That was my
okay.
bad.
Not okay.
I know.
Dude.
I'm Matt the Screw Up from CryptoComics. We're back with another edition of the CryptoComics Couch, where we break down the comic landscape and let you into our world. We got a lot to talk about today.
Like Matt's
gotta be-
audio issues?
Yes,
Jeez.
that is one of the things. So you know it's going to be good. Be sure to chime in with your opinion on today's topics. We love getting down and dirty with you guys in the comment section. But before we begin, don't forget to smash that like button. What?
Before we begin?
Before we begin, smash that like button like you're the freaking Hulk. And just let you know, this might not be safe for work.
It's not. It won't be. Not tonight. Not ever. Not on this show. Hey,
All right.
Brodo on Twitch. Hello. Guess what, man? We got shirts of Brodo.
Oh, nice.
Might have to wear that on our creator spotlight coming up Wednesday. That's right. That was a good segue. That was a damn good segue.
That was a good segue.
Awesome.
Okay.
Should we talk about that?
Well, before we begin, what's been going on with you, Brian?
Just living the dream, man. Just living the
Ah.
dream. Nothing, man. Just work. You know.
Just to let you guys know, Fry, he worked so hard that he fried another computer. He does that a lot.
Video card, not the entire computer. The rest of the computer sitting over my shoulder. There.
Yep.
And I take no responsibility for the damages that I do. I blame NVIDIA.
You take no responsibility ever.
That's true. That is very true. Let me see here.
Right.
CryptoComics Joe on Twitch says, Matt, nice leaf pick in the back. Hey,
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
Hey, I didn't even see that.
I was actually finally able to add more to the wall. This is one of my all-time favorite pictures from Gypsy Leaf, Amy Fraser. We've had on a guest spotlight before.
Should have been mine.
Great. So, no, it's mine. It's my favorite.
I'll fight you for it.
What? Come on over.
Let's go. You want some of this?
Bring it. What you got?
Not a good way to start it. Not a good way to start this stream, Matthew.
Nobody calls me Matthew but my parents, and only when I'm in trouble.
Oh, okay. Digital Dwight on Twitch says, hey, yo, I'm ready for some not safe for work action. Well, you've come to the right place, Digital Dwight.
If you ever want to see some not safe for work action, take that man to a karaoke bar.
Oh, Dwight? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So much fun.
It was
so much fun.
I thought we were going to get kicked out. Okay. Actually, I do want to talk about that a little bit more later on, due to the fact that what's in the news. So.
Uh-oh. Oh, you hear that, Dwight?
Oh, yeah.
You're getting brought up tonight, buddy. We're calling you out, Dwight. Oh, it is on. Let's see. Susan on Facebook says, Jay Reedy? Righty? Rady. I'm so bad at names, Susan. I am sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sorry. Brodo says, I'll fight first. That was great, but you're in trouble. Gypsy says, Fry, have enough prints for everyone, no need to fight. That's not true. That one's matted. I know the difference, Gypsy. I know that the special ones are matted.
Come on, it's great. It's great. Good times.
And then Dwight says, LOL, they know me. Oh, yeah. That whole bar knew you. What was that song? Which one was Afro Man, right?
Afro Man, Colt 45.
I wonder if I could pull that up on the stream. I know I recorded it.
Oh, God. Please don't.
I don't bet you I can figure this out. Bet me. Taylor says, "Oh no, this is gonna be something." Damn right, Taylor. You're damn right.
Okay. So
What's the matter? What are you
I
laughing
just keep thinking about that bar, that night at the bar. Okay.
about? That's so great. That was so
It
great.
was so. Okay.
So let's see. Creator Spotlight coming up next Wednesday. So we've got
Yes.
Brazil, who
Oh,
is
yeah.
his book's awesome. If you guys haven't checked it out, Matt here did a review on his stream on Monday.
Yep.
Go through, watch that video. I'm gonna say I'll put a link in the description. I won't do that, dude. You just gotta scroll down just a little bit. You'll find it. You know what I mean? Whatever you're watching this on, you'll see that. So, like, just look for it. You know, it's easy to find. Anyways, yeah. What is the name of it? Katongo.
Katanga. Yeah.
Yeah. Super cool.
Great series, actually. I really did get to learn a lot about. See, I know, the American style versus the Japanese kind of manga versus the European style. There's actually a lot of differences between the American and European style, but I've never actually had a chance to read an actual, like, authentic African style. I mean, we have characters like Black Panther who are
Based in the setting.
who are centered in Africa, but not an authentic African comic. So I got to go through and learn a lot of the comic tropes that come out of that area, and it was a blast.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That was a fun video. I had a good time watching you and making fun of your audio issues.
Yeah, I had some issues on that. It was my very first time ever running the streaming program.
It was his first time, so of course we were gentle.
Yeah. No, you weren't. You made fun. You
That's
laughed.
not true. He only had an issue with the tip of the audio, but just the tip.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
But yeah,
my kids aren't watching the stream.
It was a really cool learning experience all around. The technical side of everything, as well as actually learning about the African comics and specifically Bazille's. Great artist. So yeah, had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. If you guys haven't watched Spotlights, they're really cool. We go through and just kind of interview that creator, talk to them about like their process, where they come from, where their ideas are coming from, how they make their books, everything like that. It's pretty cool, especially if you're looking to get into the industry. If you're already in the industry, it's a great way to get some tips, tricks from others. Plus, I mean, you get to deal with us, dad jokes, which is fantastic all the time.
You love some good dad jokes, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Probably spend them out all night tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's on. Yeah. So, so we're looking forward to that. Let's see, what do we got next? Blog recap. So you did a blog article on learning to draw figures and your warm-ups.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty cool. There's boobies.
A long time ago, I learned, if you're going to get really good at art, like just with anything else, with exercising or anything, you just need that warm up. And these are literally 1 minute drawings. They'll give you, I specifically bring up two different websites that'll give you various people and various poses. You can kind of go nuts with the settings. You do a couple that are just really fast, about 5 at 30 seconds a piece. You do a couple that are, 2 minutes, and just one that's 10 minutes. It's a pretty quick warm up for artists, and you never know what's coming next. So when you do check out those particular sites or the blog post itself, you are warned right now, there is the option of nudity on those sites. If you're learning to draw comics, that does help.
Warned.
Yeah, you are warned. So just be on the safe side.
Mm-hmm.
Let you know now.
So once again, if you're under 18, ask for your parents' permission. Grandma, I'm sorry. I take no responsibility for the things that this man puts inside of our blog.
Hey.
But I do enjoy them. Okay, so...
You were just scrolling through the thing on nudity, weren't you? Like, oh, cool.
Maybe.
12-year-old boy in the bathroom for an hour.
So yeah, the next thing we got to talk about today, I kind of already spilled the beans on, I guess, but we got a new show.
Yep.
And I'm not even going to say we, because it's not we. I'm not even on this one. You know why, people? Because I don't matter.
It's true. It's true. I asked his mom. She told me. Mm-hmm. She was like, nah, he don't matter. So, I'm sorry.
My heart.
Yeah. He started to cry.
They broke my heart.
Me and his mom both pointed and laughed. It was good times all around.
There's one time she almost told me she loved me.
I love that almost.
I could see it. I could see it in her eyes. No, so what's it gonna be? Thursdays, Fridays, whatever.
Thursdays, 6:00 Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a whole lot of different stuff. I'm going to be reviewing books. Mm-hmm. There's some other stuff that we're working up down the line. But as of right now, definitely checking out the books as far as art and writing goes. So,
yeah,
give you an honest review. Just because it's on our system doesn't mean it's 100% like, oh, I love this. This is so awesome. I'll be giving you the truth. So
I'm looking forward to the ones he hates, to be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to this. So, yeah, let me catch up here in chat real quick. Taylor Lee on Facebook says, talks to his mother, quote, Matt is posting things on the internet, unquote. You know what, Taylor? You don't have to jump on top as well, okay? Seriously, I'm already carrying this guy. Jeez.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, man. I think that new show is going to be pretty sweet. The coolest thing about that is that, I mean, there's a lot of different review shows out there, things like that. So, I mean, everybody knows that. But the coolest part of this is that Matt is mean as hell. So, I'm really looking forward to that.
There have been times.
There have been. He made me cry yesterday.
About this, where I'm not out to make anybody cry. I'm not out to, like, yeah. I do bring up in the blog posts that, if a well-known creator, well, it's true. If a well-known creator, like an artist, draws something, that's equivalent to Rob Liefeld's.
Oh, he said it. He said
America piece.
That just happened.
Then I will call them out on it.
He said it. He said it. Matt just admitted that Rob Liefeld cannot draw feet.
No, I didn't even bring up feet because I was saying that Captain America piece where he's got the chest that's.
Oh, I don't know. I heard feet.
Clear out to here.
Feet. Well, dude, I'm just saying.
Actually, he has had practice drawing feet recently, so.
It might have. Didn't stop him from blocking me on Twitter.
Well. I would have blocked you on Twitter.
You already have.
You're not supposed to know about that yet.
I mean, yeah. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. CryptoComics Couch.
All right.
So let's see here.
I talk about, like, if a kid jumps on there and adds a comic book, I'll be talking about it specifically compared to their other work. So I'm not going to, like, yell at a kid or something like that, like, oh, your stuff's trash, you're 7.
I would.
I know you would.
I would.
And that's why you're not doing the reviews.
I would tear a child apart. What was this, little Robbie? You call these feet?
You would too. Okay.
Hey, it sounds like we might have a caller that just joined. We might have a little bit of a special guest on tonight. Didn't want to make an announcement. Didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I mean, but just a heads up. There might be some other people joining the call. Because why the hell not? It's going to be fun. Let's see here. So, news. Do we want to start on the news or do we want to wait?
Oh, Sure, let's wait a few minutes. What do you got for us instead?
Wait a little bit. Let's see in the chat. Bum, 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 bum. Over back on Twitch, Brodo said fighting is the fun part. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And actually, let's do this. Brodo there on Twitch runs a pretty rad gaming channel that we sponsor. And I'll tell you guys what. First person that can prove to Brodo that they just subscribed to his Twitch channel from CryptoComics will send you a Brodo gaming shirt.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hopefully Brodo's still on this stream, or he wouldn't have just heard that. Like, what the hell? I got all these people pissed off at me because I didn't hand him a shirt. One shirt, though. Just one. First person. But yeah, go follow him. He's fun to watch. He's not quite as obnoxious as us, but I'm training him. He's like a young Padawan on, asshole ways. Again, not safe for work. Actually, what's funny is I was watching one of his streams, and he's got a thing where his subscribers, I think it was his subscriber count as it goes up, he has to do push-ups. And it was cracking me up, man, because I was like, I would have died like 4 minutes into that stream. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my tubby ass would have been down there like, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been a stream anymore. Yeah, it would have been like one of those like smut videos. You know what I mean? Some fat guy laying on the ground, breathing heavily, asking for help. Someone in the stream, please call, please. Yeah, it would have been bad. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, we'll go over onto news. What do we got? Let's see. The Invincible series on Amazon.
That I am stoked about. I absolutely love the Invincible series. Robert Kirkman, I mean, you just don't get any better than that. On Amazon, I mean, they're running shows like The Boys, which is just, it's such a good series. If you haven't seen it yet, smack yourself, because you have to. It is amazing.
Yes.
Do not watch it with little children.
Watch it with your children. Do it. Watch it with your grandparents.
If you want the therapy bill, then watch it with your children.
Bring a projector to a family outing and just broadcast it up on a tree or something on the side of a building.
That would be epic.
Yes.
At a park or something, all these little kids are playing. What?
So they got some big actors to do the voice cast on this. So they got Carrie Payton from Walking Dead.
The one I'm so stoked about. Okay. Yes, we have Seth Rogen, who's going to be Alan the Alien. But the one I'm just, Mark Hamill as Art. Mark freaking Hamill. Dude, come on. Luke, he was the greatest Joker, hands down.
See, I'm getting to the point where I just refer to him as the Joker before Luke at this point. Because, holy crap, that's the best Joker laugh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. If somebody wants to fight me on it, let's go.
I mean, second was obviously, in my opinion, Joaquin Phoenix, but Mark Hamill had it down since the 90s. You don't believe me? Play the Arkham games. So awesome. Mark Hamill, in my opinion, could do no wrong.
So, I mean, how many times do you think they're going to just have Alan the Alien laugh, though? That's the thing that's going to...
You know, if I was the writer, I would sneak a few in there.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I would have to.
Okay,
Wouldn't you?
Let's see here. Dun. I've got Seth Rogen laughing for 30 seconds.
Dude, Seth Rogen is just high, so, like, it doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I'm just playing a voice clip right now of Seth Rogen laughing for 30 seconds. I don't think you can hear it, but it's fantastic because Anyone watching the stream right now is probably like, what the hell are these guys doing?
What was the Sausage Fest? Seth Rogen laughing on that. He
Also a
is
family-friendly movie. It's animated.
Oh yeah, totally. Especially the ending.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The orgy of food. Yeah, totally family friendly.
Very much. Yeah. Yeah. I read a thing that was saying that people were actually taking their kids to that in the theater. What the hell were you thinking? You know what I mean?
Okay. Walking up to, buy the ticket, they would have had to say, it's rated R, right?
Not only that, I don't know. The cover of the movie was a giant.
The name of it is Sausage Party. Come on. How could you not?
Yeah.
It's like those people who took their kids to Deadpool and they were like, well, it's based off a comic book. You're a freaking moron.
I took my kids to Deadpool, but I am a terrible parent and don't ever listen to anything I say about parenting.
You knew what you were getting into.
Ryan
Reynolds, Deadpool. You knew what was going to happen.
Let's see, in chat real quick. Taylor Lee on Facebook says, life alert. Oh, yeah. Yep. About me being fat and laying on the floor, dying. Yes. Do they still make those? Do they still do like the I've fallen and I can't get up commercials?
I've seen a ad for one, but I wasn't sure if it was an old one or what.
I mean, what do you do now? Are you just like, you just scream it out to Alexa or something like that? I mean, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, crap.
She's awoken. Let's see. And Wubbles666 on Twitch says, hey, fellas. Hey, Wubbles.
What's that?
That's the weirdest name ever, I think. Like, that starts out so friendly. Wubbles. And then 666. You know what I mean? It's like let's go from adorable to satanic. I like it. You gotta say.
Down for
That's
it.
interesting.
Okay.
So the Invincible series coming out on Amazon. Their cast looks badass.
Also, guys, if you have an opinion on anything that we talk about, like we said earlier, we love getting down and dirty with you in the comment section.
Matt will get down and dirty with you anywhere. Seriously, I've seen this guy walk through a Piggly Wiggly. It's crazy. It is crazy. Did we not mention the friggin' karaoke bar earlier? This guy will get down. He will get down. I'm gonna find that video. I don't even know what phone I had at that point.
Please do not.
Oh, I'm gonna find it.
Okay. Speaking of that, our next the next topic that we have to discuss, Dynamite loses some top talent from Backlash from Comicsgate.
Yeah, we got to hold on 1 second before I bring that one up, because let's see. In the chat, Leslie says, I took mine to Deadpool twice. Yeah. I don't know. I've lost track how many times I've watched Deadpool with my kids, man. I know they know every word by heart. But I've also done like Jay and Silent Bob with the kids, which is probably also not very good parenting. I mean,
Clerks was amazing. Clerks.
Here's the worst one that I've done.
You're dying in the bathroom. Come on. Clerks.
Yeah, Clerks is great. The worst one I've done, I will admit, was I had my two younger sisters spend the night at my house one time, and they wanted to watch a movie. So I said, yeah, no problem. So take them over to rent a movie, and we rented Human Centipede. And I absolutely, I think, just destroyed those two little girls' minds for the rest of their lives. And I have zero regrets, because you know what? Like, no dude on the face of the planet is a fear anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they get a boyfriend, and I'm just like, good luck, man. You know what I mean? So let's see. Gypsy Leaf says, adorable to satanic sounds like your exes. Shots fired.
It's true,
Damn.
though. I know one.
Wow. Pulling no punches. I'm even wearing Gypsy Leaf shirt tonight. That is not okay.
It is okay. Please
hurts
chime
my
in.
feelings. Dang.
You don't have feelings.
And then we've got Wubbles666 on Twitch saying, who's a satanic? Rob Liefeld.
Oh, God, you would go there.
You heard it here first. Somebody sent him this video. So let's see. Yeah, so Dynamite lost top talent. God, dude, you're an editor. You can't put together better notes than this? Dynamite lost top talent faces backlash from Comicsgate. That's the notes he leaves me, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
The editor
Totally did.
leaves the designer notes that read like that. You know what happens to me? I just sit and stare at it for like 15 seconds, and then I start hitting 1 on my keyboard for English. So yeah,
right.
Dynamite Comics. To everybody that doesn't know, or do you want to go into this, Matt?
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dynamite is very well known for being, what's the best way to put this? Like, indie friendly.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it that way. Actually, I'm gonna read from this article.
Basically, I mean.
Yeah, so I'll read from this. It's a ScreenRant.com article. Looks like they recently updated it in the last hour, so hopefully it's accurate. Dude, you know, it's 2020, guys. Who knows if it's accurate? Dynamite Entertainment, the publisher of popular series such as Vampirella, Red Sonja, The Boys, Green Hornet, have been publicly called out by numerous comic book creators for partnering with the Comicsgate harassment campaign. On Saturday, writer Mark Russell announced that he would not continue his relationship with the company as long as Dynamite was associated with Comicsgate. Comicsgate, a comic book spin-off from Gamergate, is a campaign organized against what they perceive as forced diversity in the comic book industry. The group's message is said to be about making better comics, but the campaign has been widely criticized for harassing marginalized creators, associating with the alt-right, and trying to co-opt the late Darwin Cook as someone who would have been one of their supporters, with some going after his widow. I don't know if I should have read that because I don't know if that part's accurate.
No, actually, they have been. They like Darwin Cook would have been, and I'm just.
I've seen that. I'm talking about the widow part. I don't know if they. Okay. So anyway, sorry. Getting back on here. The mainstream comic community has denounced the group on multiple occasions, but when Dynamite Comics recently tweeted support for Comicsgate-led project and CEO Nick Barucci, I didn't say that right, did I? Barucci? It's Barucci.
I don't think so.
Barucci. I think that's how they said his name. We met him. I can't remember. Anyways, has been participating in Comicsgate live streams. Many creators working at the company said they no longer feel comfortable doing so. So, first of all, cancel culture. Just cancel comic books. No more comic books for anybody. That's it.
Shut your mouth.
We're done. We're done with comic books. We are done with comic books.
Comic books is the one culture that can't be canceled. No.
Dude, I'm just saying, it's cancel culture, and that's what it is.
I know.
Like, I'm not for Comicsgate. I'm not saying that at all. Uh-oh. Looks like we got a guest out here. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. We're just talking about Comicsgate. Welcome.
Awesome. That's cool.
I love how anytime you bring that up with a creator, they're like, oh, shit, I'm out.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So let's see. Do you want to introduce yourself, or do you want me to do it?
What was that?
Asking if
No, Dietrich's tonight? Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Hey, and we got Daryl.
Hey.
All right, Daryl, you're muted, man. Oh, there you go.
For you, cuz.
All right, so what?
Hold on.
Wow, we got the team on.
All right, so you guys want me to introduce you guys, or do you want to introduce yourselves?
That's up to you, Freddie. We don't mind. We do it every night. So
I got this. All right, we got Daryl and Zolik. I'm just gonna go by Zolik. You want to go by Zolik on this one?
Huh?
You change your mind every stream that you join us with. Just tell us what you want us to call you.
Zihil, call me Zihil.
All right, so Ed and Daryl are here. No, I'm just kidding.
Ed? Wow. Okay.
I'm kidding. All right. So if you guys don't know who these guys are are from TCT Comics. They're awesome. Mm-hmm. They're buddies of ours. Good people. Go check out the comic books. Buy them everywhere. Support creators before they blow up, because that's when the comics are worth more money, guys. Come on. Be a collector.
Oh, yeah.
Slab that. Throw it up on the wall.
That's right. Yo, Lana. Oh, need it. You need to dive into the Core Team Comics universe. It's important.
It is. It is. You'll feel lonely without doing it. I'm telling everybody.
It's true. I mean, everybody needs to look out for a cow or see a hot dog in space. But you got to stop by if you want to see some really cool, deities from a different, galaxy. So why not?
And everybody needs a hot dog in space.
It's true. It's true.
Very true. Gypsy Leafs on Twitch says, "Hey, TCT boys."
What's up?
So,
We
Hey,
got Xavier and Dietrich's right here.
yep.
Otherwise known as Jamie Colby, which is my real name, and Daryl Kruka, which is his real name. They're all our fans call us Zeal and Dietrich. So,
All right, so now that we got your real names, can we get your social security number too?
yeah, just flip your debit card over and read me the 3 numbers on the back, please. All right, so let's see.
You can get much off me.
What we're talking about right now, guys, is all the stuff that's going on with Dynamite. Have you guys read about that today?
No.
No. Okay, so
No.
So let me break it down for you. We have some creators working for Dynamite that have been publishing some comics using Indiegogo. And some of the actual covers, they're amazing art, but the people that are actually writing or drawing the comics happen to be pro Comicsgate. So as a result, we have a lot of people actually leaving Dynamite Comics, such as like Mark Russell, no relation, who's finishing.
I'm still waiting for the DNA test to come back. My money's on that there's a relation.
Let's see.
Well, so he's leaving
Sure.
Red Sonja after issue, I believe it's 24, which is what he's just finishing up now.
Is it
A
24?
whole lot of creators are taken off. But we have some creators over there that have just, in my opinion, completely lost their mind. I mean, completely.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You have like Mindy Wheeler, who's talking about if you go to, like after a convention or something like that, if you go to a bar or a party or for coffee or lunch, I'm reading her Twitter feed right now, it's not professional, and that's what going to work is for. And then she shows these pictures where somebody was actually describing like a sexual assault that happened on the way to a bar after Comic-Con. And she's calling her out. Let me see. Sounds like an assault problem. Sounds less like an assault problem and more like a whore problem, is what she says.
Damn.
Not a
And
very
I'm
nice
just
thing
sitting
to
there,
say.
are you kidding me? So,
Seriously.
yeah, some creators over there just completely lost their mind.
I say, I think a lot of people are losing focus on what's a task, and honestly, they need to, continue driving what they've been doing all these years, and go forward on that, not, flay up the tracks. I'm not trying to sit here and say that, you shouldn't relate to these problems or whatnot, but it's still, what are you doing on the main purpose there? I mean, Twitter it can be very evil and very
I love it.
to a lot of creators.
I actually hate Twitter. I hate it.
I'm not a fan of it. I don't like using it, honestly. I use it for some advertisement purposes. Check some AEW superstars if I get the chance to. But that's about it, really. I stay off of the drama crap. It doesn't do your career good. I've seen too many fall from that.
Right.
Into that, yeah.
What do you think, Daryl?
I think it's insanity. The only reason I have social media, to be honest with you, is because of the business.
And the sweet, sweet memes his buddy Fry shares.
So, Fry, you do share some good shit, man.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Let's see,
Actually,
on Facebook, Jamie says hello. Hello, Jamie.
There's some times that, I'll be scrolling through Facebook or something like that, and I'm like, holy shit, I have to show this to Fry. And then I'm like, oh, Fry's the one who shared it. Scroll on.
Right? I don't know. I did that too. I was like, oh, man, no. I hate sharing those videos, but sometimes I got no choice.
Market research.
It's true.
You know.
I'm not there and honestly, in social media, I'm mainly just working. For crying out loud, I showed up late here on this interview. I'm sorry, but work.
You're good. You're just joining us on the Monday show. No worries. Pretty
Something
lighthearted in
about
this thing.
your family, it usually comes first. I don't understand it, but you know.
Yeah. Those things, you know, you decide to go off and reproduce, and got little ones running around that just look like you. What the hell's going on?
No, they're like
Oh,
tiny
you gotta
robots that
feed
you have to
them.
program.
It's not the looking like you got to worry about. It's the acting like you got to worry about.
You got a good point. You're especially with your daughters, buddy. Oof.
Yeah, I know. There's a story behind that one too.
They got a lot.
Oh
of
my goodness.
Gypsy Leaf on Twitch says the hosts even show up late. No worries. We don't
We
show
do.
up late. We started this one
Yes,
like 10 minutes early, Gypsy.
I thought I saw you on Twitch, you know, way before, you know, I got the message right on my drive home. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, CryptoComics is on. Watch out, guys.
Yeah, we go crazy on this Monday show.
Oh, yeah.
There's no,
Oh yeah.
there's no
You
time
guys were
constraints.
ready in 10 minutes.
Jeez.
What was it?
If you notice on all our advertisement, we say we start at around 7.
Mm-hmm.
We never say AM or PM, so you know, around. It's good enough.
We never even say it's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to get back to the Comics Gate conversation, I think you guys are dead right.
Yes.
I mean, I think a lot of people are losing track of everything else, and you know, politics are always going to be in comics. It's part of it.
Yeah.
But you know, going for blood on one another is pretty sad. I think it's cool that all these creators are banding together and stand up for what they believe, though. I mean, it's kind of what the industry's always been about. So
I do believe that we do need diversity in comics, but the way I look at it, instead of all this forced diversity and stuff like that, I love the way, what was his name? Wei Lin, creator of Wolverine, wrote the Giant Size X-Men #1.
mm-hmm.
I love the way he approached it, where he actually, you know, incorporated different people. I mean, he's just a little Jewish kid from the Bronx, and here he is incorporating, you know, creating Storm. You have Colossus, Wolverine. You have Nightcrawler from Germany. You know, that dude's blue and furry, so you don't get much more diverse than that. And he made in.
Daryl's giving the look to one of the kids. I caught that.
Mm-hmm.
My dad knows the dad look. We all know that.
Yes. Indeed.
You know, and your
I
kid
was
just freezes.
trying to not say anything because I was like,
Oh,
my
also,
dad,
that's
y'all
awesome.
got the look, and
That cracks me up too. My kids will just sit perfectly still. You know, they go all Jurassic Park with it. They're like, if you don't move, you can't see us. You know what I mean?
That is great.
Let's see.
Well, man,
Jason
I
on
can
Facebook
definitely,
says you went live early. I was on Twitch. Well,
But man, I can definitely segue into that one there, buddy, and that diversity feeling. We relate a lot that into the TC Comics universe itself. Literally, we're taking not by race, because like our aliens there, they're like, oh, that's the human race, the Zollic race, the Gorgothic race, stuff like that. But their ideas of like, oh, just because they're a different thing doesn't mean jack to us. They're just a living being. That's what they are, and that's like that. That kind of.
I love that.
Yeah, that's that bond together type thing. And it's till you go into Lorenzop, which is the P Foundation. They're just a bunch of dickheads over there. But, you know, they just hate everybody. But
hey, that's the way
it.
Romeo and Juliet started. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well,
Not only that, but we also got the species that like banning in their own species category.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got a culture of 3 different species that fall under one category of family and genus, but they're all different.
true.
I mean,
Okay.
they all have their own ideals.
Right. All right.
Nice.
So next comic related article. Hold on. Everybody might hear some crazy audio on the stream. I apologize if you do. It's because this thing's trying to autoplay videos. No, stop autoplay. You're welcome. Anyways, so this one been kind of all over the place. So Anne Hathaway recently rescued his little sister from a dog.
No, No, Anne Hathaway did not rescue his little sister. Okay. Bridger
Oh, yeah.
Walker,
Yeah.
6-year-old from Wyoming.
But it could have been Anne Hathaway. I read that wrong.
His little sister, who is 4 years old, from a German Shepherd that charged his 4-year-old sister, and he stepped in the way. Little 6-year-old stepped in the way to defend his sister and got pretty mauled himself. And he's a huge comic fan. So people like Anne Hathaway and Chris Evans and let me see, you have Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr., all these, Mark Ruffalo, Hugh Jackman, Zachary Levy, the Russo brothers, Robbie Hill. They've all been reaching out to this kid, like calling him a hero.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just watch this video on it, that actually, I'll be honest, I started to kind of tear up on that. Because this kid, 6 years old, man, that's what we should all be striving for in life.
Well, it was pretty gnarly too, wasn't it? Like 90 stitches or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Surgery?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's rough, but I mean, by all the means, I wish him a speedy recovery, definitely. That is extreme damage there. I know that for a fact when it comes to dogs. But yeah, I would call him a hero. He's a true hero right there, and that's what a lot of us should look up to. It's like, with no fear, just ran out there and defended it. That's amazing, truly amazing.
So
very cool stuff. It seems like we never get to
actually sending him a authentic Captain America shield. And during this video, while he's actually on the video with Chris Evans in a video chat, he's actually wearing the Captain America costume and everything. He's just a little kid,
That's awesome. Wow. That's awesome.
So,
let's see. Next news article. Actually, I'm throwing one in here. I'm going off script, y'all. So, have you guys seen the video where it's Henry Cavill building a computer that came out this week? It is the greatest thing ever. It is so good. I mean, I know, like, we're techie nerds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But holy crap.
I bet that is pure romance right there. Like, this combination of all the parts coming together as one.
Oh, it's so hilarious, man. He screws up like 4 different times. He's just like you could tell it takes him like 6 or 7 days to get this thing together, and he's just like getting frustrated with it. And, like, it's one of the best videos ever. Just watching Superman getting pissed off at a computer. So
some of the people out there might know that I'm a programming teacher in high school, so I had a bunch of students reach out to me. And one of the projects that the students actually have to do is build their own computer. And they were all like, what in God's name is wrong with Superman? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? So I had to watch the video. I was dying laughing.
It's funny. He puts like the water cooler on upside down. So it's like the meter and everything is all upside down in the case. You're just like, oh, dude. That's pretty great.
Hey, we've all been there, though. We've all screwed up at something. And 3 days later, we're at this point royally pissed and crack somebody in the head.
Yep. So next news article: Keanu Reeves is writing comics.
Hold on. Before we go to the next news article, I want to hear from you two. What's one of the things that you've royally screwed up in life? I mean, I'm talking like trying to fix a car, and then. Something like that.
Well,
a 3.3 liter engine.
Oh.
Was that like the little 4-cylinder Ford?
No, it's actually a 6-cylinder Dodge,
Oh.
which was one of the worst ones they ever made because it was known for the head gaskets to blow.
Okay.
Got everything down, had everything changed out. Everything timed perfectly, turned it over, spun a main bearing.
Oh,
That'll happen.
Oof. Yeah.
I'm just
well,
saying.
oof.
That's,
main problem I can tell you right now, dodge.
ooh. Those tough words from a guy that drives a friggin' Accord.
Hey, I've owned a Dodge.
Yeah, hot rodder.
I would say for me, it would definitely be building my first entertainment stand. I am not a clue what I'm doing. When it comes to hardware, I suck at that. Electronics, I'm great, but building something like the stand, I'm like, I think it looks good, and the thing's all crooked and crap, just wasting my time. I was pissed off. I was like throwing it. And I just, literally at the point in time, I just took it off my balcony because I was living in this crazy apartment. I just chucked all the wood. I was like, the fuck with this. I'm done.
Wait, so you're saying these shelves are supposed to be straight?
I guess. Well, you
That
could.
happened to you at York Street too.
Yeah, I can't do that, man.
It happened twice.
We were roommates before, so it's like no more hardware.
Yeah, every time I get something, I'm like, wife, explain how to do this. Every time I'm trying to build something.
Matt, why don't you answer the same question and then explain why it's about your Chevy?
Okay, so
Here we go.
Eased up the engine on this Dodge, and oh crap, just spent a couple grand rebuilding the engine. Here's the problem with it. It was a Dodge Neon. So spending a couple grand in total, at first it was like, oh, it's going to be like a couple $100 fix. And then something else would go wrong. And then something else would go wrong. And finally, I'm like, about $2 grand into this. We got it working, right? And I went for a test drive, drove it up the hill and turned around, and I was like, it's working. And all of a sudden the engine seized again. I didn't replace the water pump. That's the only piece of the engine that I didn't replace, was that damn water pump. And
Okay.
yeah, next thing I know, it's completely seized up again. And I looked it up, and I was like, it's only worth $800 actually running? Oh, hell no, it ain't worth it. So I ended up buying a Ford Explorer at that point.
Well.
All right, so next news article. Keanu Reeves is writing a comic book, and we are all excited because it's Keanu Reeves. And how can you not be excited?
Straight off, the Bill and Ted's newest trailer, you have him with Boom Studios writing, co-writing. So it's not all him, but co-writing with Matt Kendit and artist Alessandro Vitti. It's called Berserker.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, actually.
Yep. Yeah, I can't wait. The character, the Berserker, looks just like him. It was obviously based off him.
Right.
So,
That
you Keanu Reeves fans?
Absolutely. I always like what he can do. He's a phenomenal actor. He's a lot of fun to watch. Pure action, straight, really cool guy. And I just like his attitude, straightforward. I've always liked him since day one. But what about you, Daryl?
Yes, big Keanu Reeves fan, especially in his debut in frickin' Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Hell yeah. I'm excited about that, the new Bill and Ted. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, when I first seen that trailer, I mean, I was squealing like a little girl, and actually got on Skype and started posting to some of the other CryptoComics guys. I was like, how come nobody's talking about this? And everybody's like, it looks good. What the fuck do you mean it looks good? It looks amazing.
Usually during one of our live segments, we always boost off and talk about like some sort of movie, one random movie. We're talking about like what was it last week? We were talking about Commando.
Oh, I love Commando.
Schwarzenegger.
Great,
Oh, yeah.
loved it. Yeah, we're just having fun talking about that for no damn reason. And it's like I was telling all the fans, I'm like, every time I watch that damn movie, I gotta have a chicken finger barbecue sub with some Dr. Pepper or rum, whatever I'm drinking, and that's the only way I can watch that damn movie. I can be very manly.
I don't know. You guys ever seen Johnny Mnemonic?
When he did that.
When he did what? Commando?
The chicken finger sub
Oh.
of 2-liter of Dr. Pepper and a whole bunch of snacks on the table. It was movie night.
It was Disney Commando's on. Like I have to go all out. Just love that movie. Respect.
That sounds like breakfast.
Really?
Kind of a fat kid, though, so, I mean, you know.
No, the great thing about it was I had a running tab at the one pizzeria that was in town.
It
So
was Edie's Pizza over there or Nina's.
That's
no, it was actually the backroom deli.
Oh, you're talking about them. Okay. That was
And we did that a lot.
hell yeah. Good time.
All right, so opinion topic. How
Oh,
and
here
why
we go.
to implement comic books in schools?
Okay.
All right, Matt, you go. You're a teacher. You gotta go. With this.
You put me on the spot. All right.
Damn right.
So there are so many comics that actually Marvel recently, well, not recently, but they had a series a while ago where they were taking a lot of like the classical comics, or sorry, the classical stories. You have, why can't I think of the name? Count of Monte Cristo or stuff like that. And they were turning them into comics. And it was great because they were really sticking to the story as closely as possible. And a lot of these kids, you know, they're reading it, but they're just not getting the story because if you've ever read Count of Monte Cristo, it's actually kind of a hard read. There's a lot of like, you know, just French in there, and they kind of did away with some of that and more like, here's the actual story. So I do encourage, like in an English class or something like that, you know, here's a classical comic. Or if you look at the way comics used to be way back in the day, like in the 80s and stuff like that, they were really big on increasing, you know, the vocabulary. They would add a really weird word and then, you know, an asterisk, and you look at the bottom of the comic and there's the definition. Oh, cool. So it actually helped me kind of break into writing because at that point I had really increased my vocabulary through comics. Other than that, you know, I actually started reading because of comics. I wasn't dyslexic or anything like that. I was just a lazy little shit. And I didn't want to read I didn't want to read, period, until I ended up in a comic book store. And, you know, it was Captain Comics. This guy handed me a Batman. And I recognized him from the old Batman show that was on at 4 o'clock every day. So I'd come home, watch that. And, oh, how cool is that? And then Saturday morning cartoons, I watched Super Friends. So here's this Batman, and I'm like, holy shit. I didn't realize that he was in comic books because I didn't know what a comic book was. And I asked my mom, I'm like, read it to me. She was like, hell no. Read it your damn self. And so I had to really actually learn to read just so I could read this comic book. So getting comics in school, I'm a huge fan of that. I think it can help a lot. What about you guys?
I'll go first on this one. I think that's a really good idea because it not only does it help the kids explore visually, because it gives a visual aid, especially for the younger generation. And if it's to par, it will actually give them more of a creative standpoint, looking at what they can do, even as a young mind, to be creative and keep going and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why we want our kids to get into the comic books too, because they actually like making stories, and it would be a real accelerator to some kids, because like you said, they have dyslexia, or they'll have trouble reading, or like me, I can't really read certain words because of the white on black. It fills in. I have trouble reading certain texts in white on black, and it's a pain in the butt.
Okay.
For me, I would definitely say it's what pretty much kicked us all off in this whole industry. I mean, if it wasn't for me, relating to Stan Lee as growing up as a child, and Bruce Lee, and I was just iterated my own imaginations into that, which helped me a lot throughout school, honestly. And just relating to those characters, following those characters, and then creating my own characters along the way. And literally throughout all of school, including definitely high school, even more so, it really extremely kicked off even more and more so, where to the point where, yeah, our class was me drawing my comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Or, in some classes, I would legitimately draw my comic books, and then that's how it was. I get yelled at a lot, or in school, me and him got in a lot of trouble all the time for drawing comic books for storyline telling and whatnot, but nonetheless, it did help us a lot, and I can definitely relate to that. It helped us grow as people and as, true characters that we are today. But it's just absolutely, the world needs more comic books. The world needs more creators out there, and it's, I definitely would say having pure comic books in school would be amazing for a lot of people. Not saying, toss TCT comics in there because it's bloody and gory, but I'm saying somebody else out there who can present that great enthusiasm of great, something good to learn.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of they don't want to sit there and read textbook all day because they're just, I can't take this no more. But they want to relate to these characters and build upon that. That's absolutely awesome. Hell yeah.
So you mentioned the whole, TCT, blood and gore. In my opinion, it could actually help, because it could grab the attention of somebody who's, doesn't care about Pride and Prejudice or something along those lines, what they're required to read, of Mice and Men, something like that. Give them something that they're actually interested in,
It's true. You're absolutely right. And I mean, we got a bunch of stories even that doesn't have blood and gore as extreme as Alchemy Leash, but still, you're right. There's a lot of people who do buy our comic books who are in that, younger age to older people. We have a big, huge, long, skill. I mean, there are some parents out there who want us to do children's books, and we will eventually. I want to donate a bunch of my children's books that I finished making to Children's Hospital. I want to do that. Absolutely.
Cool.
There are Kids for Cancer. I would love to do something like that. I just need the funds to do it and just get it out there. Absolutely.
Yeah, it would be cool. From the chat, real quick, Amy Fraser says that she misses chicken finger subs.
Maybe they're a beautiful thing. Well, we all need them.
Is it a Buffalo thing? Is that what that is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're hardcore. Yeah. And chicken fingers. Barbecue. I tell you what, it's good times. Hot.
Nice. And Amy also says on Facebook, I love sharing my books on CryptoComics to my students. So, yeah, Amy took a couple of her books and actually recorded an audio track for them so that the kids could just sit and read along, which was really cool. Sounds like it's worked out really well for her, too, in her classroom. So that's pretty
She's
cool.
truly awesome.
Yeah. And I will further this by saying that I wouldn't have the job or any of the stuff that I have if it wasn't for How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. Like, I think
Oh.
damn near every artist known to man.
You know, that book always confused me because it was written by Stan Lee. And I'm
Mhm.
like, wait a minute. The writer? How is he writing how to draw comics the Marvel way?
It worked. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work. I mean,
Yeah, I just remember I was
I
like,
never got to try, but
I was
Yeah, I
sketching
know.
like stick figures one day, and my godfather, who owned a little comic book shop here in the town I grew up in, he kind of pulled me aside and was like, "Yeah, you need this." And after that, it was done. I'd never even read a comic book before I got that book in my hands. So
Really?
yeah, which I think is why I'm a Marvel fan, because then after that, I was like, "Wait a minute, I need every Thor. I need, you know what I mean?" Because that's what I was just drawing, and you know. But I think a lot of artists can agree that that book kind of was their door. You know what I mean? I mean, even
Yeah.
now, it's one of Marvel's top-selling books. I mean, and it was what, 78, I think, 79. Did that thing originally came out? I don't know. Look it up.
I'll have to look if I can pull a 7.
Let me pull it up here. 1978. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Okay.
7.
I
I
mean,
was back junior high, so it was 7th grade. My English teacher, I told him, I want to write and I want to draw comics for a living. And he was like, wow, you will never make it in the comic book world. I'm in 7th grade. Like, this shit shattered me. And then my mom was like, okay, I'm going to take you to the comic book store, make you feel better. You can use your allowance, get a book. And I was telling the guy at Captain Comics, like, this is what the dude, my English teacher said to me. He was like, wow, he's full of shit. And he hands me that book. And I was like, wow, I can actually do this now. So,
see, one of the things that I wish would happen is I wish that the major studios and a lot of the bigger independent names would all get together and make a new version, like a sequel to that. You know what I mean? How rad would it be to have like Todd McFarlane, do a few pages in it. Chad Hardin do a few pages in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like Dan Coate do a few pages in it. And yes, I'm naming people in CryptoComics, so don't hate me, but I like their art. So, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, Frank Miller have these completely different types of styles. You know what I mean? And just make like a new version of that is like kind of an homage, homage.
all right, I say we do it.
We can't do
We
that.
got the guys right here from TCT. We got, Antarctic Press. Let's do it. Let's get
Make
it
our
done.
own. Make our own version of it.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I guess I can't say I wish something existed if I don't actually try for it, right?
If you guys are going to help me with my deadlines,
That's what you guys are doing.
a lot of deadlines to hit first.
Yeah, true.
No, see, that's what's cool.
Yeah,
But
that
we
would
can,
be another
we
one
can
for
do
us.
a living book. Let's do a living book. And as different artists want to add into it, they all can.
Yeah, do
And
one
then-
panel each.
Let's see. We'll find like a charity, and we'll donate all the profits of that book to that charity.
That'd be dope.
Let's see. What's
That
a
would be cool.
what's a
That
good
would be.
charity? All right,
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
in chat, find us a cool charity for comics. Oh wait, there's comics in the classroom. Let's get a hold of those guys.
There you
Oh.
go.
Yeah,
Comics in the classroom. Okay, I like that.
yeah. Let's do it. All right, Amy, you're in chat. Are you in? Amy's got to join us on this one.
All right.
Why not?
Now, just to let you guys know, for those of you who are watching, Amy is she's a teacher. She teaches elementary school. I'm not entirely sure what grade.
She teaches me all the time. She
Oh,
schools me.
that's because you need to learn certain skills, like, well, social skills in general. First off, right?
I wipe my own ass, Matt.
I
Right?
don't. I still scream to my wife, "Hey, I'm done. Come help me." Yeah. I do. So what?
Everybody on the stream was just like, "Oh, this is so wholesome," and then we just killed it.
Wipes his own ass. I go pee-pee standing up. He does crazy shit. Yeah.
Uh, Amy says that she teaches special
I'm
ed
sorry, I
from
got a
3rd through
story
5th
about
grade.
that. What was that?
Special ed, 3rd through 5th grade from Amy.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Perfect.
this is a little bathroom story I have to share. Okay,
Oh, here we go.
I have a set of twins.
Have you guys seen the
Yeah.
size of this man? There's no such thing as a little bathroom story.
No, it wasn't me. Right?
It's physically
So-
impossible.
We're trying to potty train our twins. And I'm sitting on the couch. I didn't know they were in the bathroom. And all I heard was this blood curdling scream coming from my little daughter. So I go running in there and I realize she's sitting on the toilet trying to go. And my son is standing on the back of the toilet, peeing down her back.
I mean, who hasn't been there, though? Am I right?
Wow.
Jeez.
So yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a story you should repeat, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I'm saving that one up for when both of them start dating. I'll be like, oh, hey, sit down for a minute before you
We're
go.
just showing it.
But, come here, R. Kelly. I need to tell your date a secret.
Oh boy.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
Oh, did I make it bad?
That was yeah.
Mhm.
Leslie from
kosher.
Facebook says that's hilarious with a bunch of laughing emojis.
It is. It
I
is.
tell my son I was laughing way too hard.
I would be too, honestly.
I'm trouble, but you know, it is what it is.
All
It's a
right,
good
so
pee. You
while
can't
we're on
stop him. Really, if you moved him, he'd be peeing on you. So just let him finish.
You know,
Yeah. Seriously.
So while we're on the
Game over,
topic
bro.
of modern artists that are changing stuff up,
Oh,
who's
thanks.
your pick for your top artist that's out there right now?
Modern?
Yep. Like actively running. I'm going with Greg Capullo. I have to.
Can I pick Todd
I know I'm a
McFarlane?
Marvel guy, but huh?
Can I pick Todd McFarlane?
Yeah,
Always been a
why not?
okay. Cool. Because he's doing a lot.
He does everything. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah.
Like, I want to
Yes.
know how fast that man can make a page.
Oh, he does it quick.
Yeah.
I listen to him all the time. He's
the human Xerox machine.
yeah, absolutely.
I never really put much thought in that.
Really?
I really didn't.
Hmm.
And it's stupid. It's I actually enjoyed Zio's drawings.
Wow.
No.
Thanks. Thank you, man. Wow, thank you. Holy shit. That's a pretty good tear out here. That's awesome. Thanks, man.
Why
Yeah,
you
it's always so to do.
someone like Jamie or you? So you know, I was kind of
Yeah, I mean, he does get first glimpse of all my art all the time. And,
Yeah, that's
you know,
cheating, though.
crap, so.
That's cheating. That's cheating. You can't choose each other.
Right?
I know that. Like I said, it was corny, but I've never really put any thought into who my favorite artist was.
You don't talk a lot about other people, honestly. You're just sitting there behind the desk and doing your own work. And, I mean, you do
Yeah.
gander up in other people's work like Doug and whatnot, but it's just, I don't know, man. I guess I shove a lot of my art in your face. Which is not a bad thing, and I
Oh,
appreciate
sure.
that.
My jokes are dirty, but that one couldn't have been. Come on.
Totally dirty.
Amy Frazier on Facebook says bromance with little heart emojis.
Found it.
Well, we're family, so it's not a bromance.
That's true. That's cousins, you know.
So you guys are gonna like this. I happen to know that Amy Frazier grew up, I want to say, a mile away from you guys.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Went to the same school even.
Is that why her name sounds so familiar?
Well, I hope not. She's been
It's
married.
been- Wow,
I
I
don't know
just
her maiden
can't.
name. But
Hey, but still, Frasier.
all right, so here's what we're gonna do. You guys don't say anything at all.
Okay.
Amy, you just chime in with the street that you grew up on. And then after that pops up in chat, I'm gonna ask these guys for the street. I'm gonna see if it matches. We'll do a little bit of a challenge here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see. Leslie on Facebook says this isn't Alabama. No kissing cousins here. Hey,
That's just nasty.
this is on the internet, so it could be from anywhere. Oh, looks like Matt might have dropped off the call for a second there. Give him a minute.
No, Matt.
And
Jeez. Technical difficulties.
That's just depressing.
I tell him all the time,
yeah,
but he doesn't listen to me.
you
I'm
have
gonna,
no idea.
I'm going to speak on Matt's behalf. His favorite artist is Rob Liefeld. Yeah, he's a huge fan.
Nice.
He loves the accuracy. I think that's what it really is, what it comes down to. Oh, yeah. I feel good with that joke. I feel real good with that joke. I think Daryl gets it.
That not even with a 10-foot kettle prod.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here. So Amy says maiden name is Bateman. So it would have been Amy Bateman. And all right, so let's see. Or I'm just gonna name the
Bateman.
road. You guys tell me if it's close to you. Gordon Avenue or Burns Road?
Burns Road.
Burns Road.
That's where Phil lived off of Burns Road.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where Amy's
Which is-
from.
Which is literally, yeah, it's just next to Main Street over there where Daryl used to live.
And Amy says, but he knows a Gerwitz relative? Gerwitz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. I butcher names all the time. Anyways,
Gerwitz?
so it's like a homecoming party, guys. Yay!
That's-
I'm surrounded by Buffalo Bills fans. Hashtag go Dolphins.
No.
Nah, sorry.
Oh.
Sabres.
Hey, it
Like
looks
the
like our
Sabres.
editor-in-chief has rejoined us.
Hey!
Hey, here's the conquering hero.
My family here at home decided to get on different devices, and my internet just was like, nope, no more. So
We
I'm
had
back
this one
now.
conversation about how you should hardline all of your stuff in. Do you remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He's right. Hardwire is always best. Oh, sorry.
Amy says, yay, Sabres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I walked into the middle of a weird conversation. What's been going on?
Well, I let them know that Rob Liefeld was your favorite artist. So that
Hey,
discussion
he's
is
a
over.
friend of mine.
That discussion is over.
Nope, sorry.
It's over. It's over.
Damn.
Shh.
Damn.
Not only that, but we found out Amy is a Bateman, and I'm trying to figure out if she's related to Kim Bateman.
Only one way to find out. Amy, are you?
Amy, are you?
Actually, I don't know if we should broadcast that on a stream, though. I don't
Yeah, probably
know that
not.
I
It's
feel
okay.
comfortable talking about relatives on
It's just,
stream.
it's,
You know what I mean? We get some
private.
weird people in this thing.
Yeah, let's stay away from those weirdos.
Yeah, 4 of them right here, right?
See, Jason on Facebook's dropping with the little laughing emojis. Amy
Jason.
says she's my second cousin. So, obviously, Amy's comfortable with it, so we'll let it happen. But
Okay.
Well, that there you go, Daryl. I think we can put 2 and 2 together in Lakeshore.
all right, Matthew. So, who's your favorite artist? Or Vape King?
My
God, look at the
all-time
cloud on that.
favorite artist,
You're like a locomotive.
Woo woo.
Yeah.
all-time favorite artist, I would have to say Jim Lee or Brett Booth.
I feel like Jim Lee's a cop out though. Everybody can say
Yeah, I can see that. Brett Booth, just because I actually, one of the things I like to do when I'm personally creating a comic and, designing a new costume or something like that, when I'm doing the superhero genre, is I'll take a Brett Booth picture and I'll kind of copy it and add my interpretation of the costume on top of it just to see if it would look good. And so I'm constantly looking at Brett Booth stuff. So
have you done a superhero yet that runs around with a giant vape cloud?
I will now.
Yeah.
Well, we have a character I call him Condensation Man.
There you go, man.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
I got something. Every incident, it's insane. He's a villain. He's a bad guy. He gets in people's lines and makes them cough and shit, and gives them their money and shit. Kind of controls them, their blood cells, and he's like, "Yeah, I just got rich, bitch." Takes it off.
Like one of my cousins, man. I tell you what. Every time.
I don't think it would be appropriate for me to tell you the one that we got in the DT series.
You can do anything inappropriate you want on this show. It's our Monday show.
Yes.
Spotlight ones, we try to keep those ones cleaned up.
Okay. Grandma.
Did I tell them about them?
Go tell him. Fire away.
Yeah, now you have to. You can't.
Now you have to. You don't have to bag them.
So I have in process one of the comic books for the DT series is Thundercock the Magnificent and Turkey Tits.
Yep. Bad news going down this way.
That is amazing. Will you do me a huge favor, Daryl? Will you put me and Matt's faces on those characters? I don't even care which one is which. I'm going to be honest with you. And
You
we're
just gotta
gonna,
sign a waiver.
We're going to use that for the logo for the show from now on.
What? Sign a waiver.
Hey,
Sign a
I'll
waiver
whatever
for
you need,
rates
man.
and stuff, so you'll come back.
So you two have to discuss who's Turkey Tits and Thundercock the Magnificent.
We're both weird enough. We're gonna
Flip the
argue over
coin
turkey tits.
side, okay?
All right, let's see. So real quick, no, if we're gonna do this, we got to do this right. We roll a d20 for this. All right, you want top half or bottom half?
Ooh, that's what she said.
Yeah. Knowing Matt, he's gonna choose bottom and then complain that his back hurts. All right, top half or bottom half, Matt? What is it?
Bottom half.
I knew it was a bottom.
Oh, of course I roll a nat 20.
What?
I rolled a nat 20.
Let's see that.
Yeah. Let's see if the webcam can't reach. Hold on. Can you see it? Yeah, I don't even know if you can see that.
We can see a dot. Right.
Dot, yeah. I agree with Matt. We can only see a dot.
All right, hold on. You want me to re-roll? Or how do I do this? Let's do this. I'm going to aim it down. So you can see I'm not moving anything.
Perfect. Yeah, bring it. There you go.
Yeah, nat 20. Come on, focus, you jerk.
I saw it. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
That's a nice dot. That die.
All right. So what was the top half for?
Yeah, Dietrich.
Matt's freezing up again.
Oh.
Somebody's attacking his internet.
Well, yeah, that would be my daughter's using YouTube.
No, it's not you. It's on Matt's end. So let's see. What was the roll for? He chose bottom half, so I get choice. All right, then.
Yeah.
Then Matt is going to be Tits McGee. That's what we're doing from now on.
Turkey Tits?
Turkey Tits. Let's go.
Turkey Tits. Oh, we lost Matt again. He disappeared.
He keeps running away on us.
Like a Pokemon. Darn
So
it.
I'm going to have to add him and put him in there. You do know that's a gag reel one.
Hey, I'm all for it.
That's going to be tormenting my character, Dietrich 111, as the chief of police.
All right, I'll tell you what, though. The day that TCT hits 500 sales on CryptoComics, you have to give me your word that those two characters are seen somewhere as an Easter egg in the background or something like that, riding the hot dog through space.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be awesome.
All right, so 500 sales.
Fans.
That is on.
That could go on the Galactic News.
There we go, man. I'm all for it. Dude,
Guess what, Dietrich? You're drawing this one, man. So there you go. They're in your series.
Reports. Thunder
I
Tits riding the hot dog in space.
Actually, I would have to draw them too because both storylines collide side by side. So it's like in one scene you'll see a version of my style, and then the other one you're going to see his.
That's
so
perfect.
there you go.
Dude, I think the world needs as many of those as possible.
I'm back, guys. How's it going? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but we can't see you yet, buddy.
I can hear you.
So, I rolled a nat 20, which means that you've now got tits. Congratulations, Matt.
Turkey tits.
And I made a deal with these guys that after they sell 500 books in CryptoComics, they have to throw us in as an Easter egg with us in tandem riding the hot dog through space.
I'm going to be pissed if this becomes another t-shirt. Because I have to make another one.
All right, so let's see here. Jason on Facebook says Alice Ross. Good one. Very good one, Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Amy Fraser says Chubby No. That's right. We've got a book inside of CryptoComics. If you guys haven't seen it, called Chubby No. Look it up. Again, not safe
that
for
one
work.
got us into a little bit of trouble on the Couch Con.
Yeah. Yeah, Jared decided to show off his own personal collection during a stream at CouchCon, and Chubby No came up. Chubby No, for those who don't know, has a giant phallic hero. We're gonna word it that way.
Okay, we'll keep it at that.
Yeah,
Very
so,
interesting.
Let's see. And then Amy Fraser says, "We watched your show with Baz. You need to get him in CryptoComics."
He's
yes.
a novelist.
He is a novelist. He's not an artist. He doesn't really like to do art. Well, actually, he doesn't like to present his art. His art is very, very twisted. But it's I would love to get him into CryptoComics. I've been talking to him a lot about that. He just wants to do novels. But yeah.
Well,
so.
You know the difference between a novel and a graphic novel is, right?
Yeah, you put the pictures in it and
Yeah,
then call it a day. Might have to do that.
Time to get on it.
I might have to do it then. And just literally just do that for him. Set him up with an account, call it a day.
There you go.
But he literally has so much art. He can literally just take his own art and put it in there. But I just, not the, the nudity ones and stuff like that. I get that. And extreme penis heads and all that stuff. But yeah.
It's all welcome, awesome. Man. We do not discriminate unless the book's got a bunch of hate speech in it or something like that, or if it's illegal. That's the only time we'll say no. That's it.
There you go.
We're all about creators expressing themselves. We figure that people are going to vote with their wallets. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
we the one creator.
People that don't like it will buy it.
More times than not, yeah.
Really has.
So,
yeah. People has.
Amy Fraser on Facebook says, "I need that as a shirt." You need the new characters riding the hot dog through space on a shirt, because I'm hoping that's what you're talking about, because I will definitely make that into a shirt.
I want that. I'll wear it for the review of that comic. How about that?
I've literally been working on the hot dog through space t-shirt. I want to present that on August 2nd for our 25th year anniversary.
Oh, see, these guys are already doing a t-shirt for us, so I can't do that.
25th year? By the way, bravo, man.
That is very cool.
Thank you.
That is very
cool. August 2nd. Yep. We also have issue 8 coming out on August 2nd, so check that out. And sometime in August, we don't have an exact date, but Daughter of a Witch will be another novel, well, graphic novel, because we got pictures. But yeah, we'll have that in there, definitely.
That's cool.
And that's definitely aiming into CryptoComics, and CryptoComics will, yeah.
Damn right we will.
Yep.
I will track you down, dude.
We're like a family.
There you go. It's very true. Very true.
Not only that, but we're working on the art for Vanguard and the Terran as well.
Nice.
Ooh.
And real quick, just for the chat, while we're kind of starting to wrap this up stuff, if you guys got any questions for these guys, make sure you chime it up in the chat. We can make sure we ask it before we end this thing. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are working on the art for that right now?
I'm pretty much done with Daughter of a Witch, just about. I got a couple more drawings I have to do for that one. But yeah, Daryl.
Vanguard in the Turn still has work in it because there are scenes that I would love to put into it, but the character basins, the profiles, I've already got done, like the drawings and that. I mean, all I got to do is digitize it and then be good. But there's scenes in there that I actually want to draw because they're powerful scenes.
Oh, all right.
Cool, nice, man.
Yeah,
Give us something to look out for, when we actually pick this up.
Hell yeah.
Oh, give me a little spoiler.
Don't do it.
Okay.
This man just wants spoilers. He's using you. Be strong.
I am.
That's up to you, Dietrich. That's up to you, man.
Okay, so which spoiler do you want?
You don't have to give us like the full background. I just want to know, like, is there a particular scene that you're like, oh, when you understand, when you read this page, you'll be like, oh, dang.
I'd say, why not, man?
Yes, there is one in particular. And if I could find my handy dandy folder, my daughter and me do drawings all the time.
Nice.
See, man, you hit one of our weak points right there. Our weaknesses. Spoilers. We can't go out about that.
That's the whole reason we started doing all these interviews and stuff like that, is we want the spoilers.
I don't.
Well,
I don't know. These guys do. Everybody else I work with, man. Every one of them. Give me a spoiler.
It's true. Even Jared's just like, wait, no, that's spoiler. No.
No, I hate them, man. I think they just do it because they know that that's how I feel. I think Matt at this point is just like, yeah, watch me crush Andrew's dreams.
Actually, it's funny. So many people used to, like, I was a huge movie buff, and they would always ask me, like, so how does this movie end? I'm like, you really want me to spoil it for you? They're like, yeah. So I'm like, everybody dies. I don't care what movie it was. I just started telling everybody that everybody dies.
Did you do that before you saw
everybody dies?
Honestly, I really hate movie spoilers and comic book spoilers. I can't stand it because I'm like, I want to enjoy it fully, like fully enjoy it.
Thank you.
Or even like, I can't stand it. I can't even stand doing my own spoilers. I hate saying it. I'm like, gosh damn it! Like, you give me
all right.
Spoiler. I just want to know what scene we should be like really watching out for.
This is the first scene she meet the main character meets the Vanguard, and this is the rough sketch, like hand drawn sketch.
Okay. If it's a stick figure, I'm going to be upset. Oh, damn!
All right.
Damn. Okay. I like that.
This is the sketch where the main character is standing by the fireplace in the dining room.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Now he's going to be like, the dog dies at the end, and then I'm going to start crying.
I think that's good enough for spoilers. There you go.
Okay.
Let me check in chat here. Amy Frazier on Facebook says, Baz's mom went to school with my mom. And she also says, P.S. She dies. What? What the hell?
That one.
I touched you.
Yeah. Sorry.
You a jerk?
What?
Holy crap.
Wow. Jeez. No, I'm just kidding. There's a timestamp there. I just wanted to make things uncomfortable. She said Baz's mom went to school with my mom about 10 minutes ago. I've just been waiting. Amy's going to stab me.
That went dark fast, man. I was like sad. Like,
I'm just like, oh.
Well,
Amy knows I love her.
I actually do hope she stabs you because I didn't get my tacos and you did. So,
yeah, we have a taco stand.
Yeah, it's Guy's Taco Stand. So you guys know who Guy is. If you guys read Zalk Unleashed, he gets his own taco stand. There you go.
Awesome.
Amy Fraser on Facebook says that was in reference to spoilers in movies and books. I know, but they didn't.
Yeah, at first I was like, what the hell? Thanks, Fry.
This got uncomfortable. All right, guys. Well, I think we should probably wrap up the stream. We're going for a good hour and a half here.
So, that's going to be it from us, my fellow cave dwellers. Bat Cave, that is. Thanks for watching the CryptoComics Couch. If you've enjoyed this video, check out the blogs and definitely check out TCT Comics. They got their own videos. They're awesome. I believe Fry actually joined them on a recent one.
Allegedly, dude. We're not in court anymore. Quit pointing fingers. Jeez.
Well, I'm not.
You did join us.
Yeah, definitely check out TCT Comics. Fry, if you can put a link to to their stuff in the description. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Leave your suggestions as to what you would like us to cover in the future, and stay connected. There's a ton of content coming out your way, and I mean, just more than you can shake a stick at. So we'll see you later. And Fry, I'm going to steal.
Did you just say more than you can shake a stick at? Oh, he did, and then he froze again.
He froze again. He's gone.
Dude, not only is he coming at us with like quips and phrases from the
Catchphrase?
1800s, he's bringing the internet right back with him.
Like an Amish.
And
All right,
he just
guys.
came back.
Everybody make sure you like and subscribe. Like Matt said, I'll throw a link up for TCT's content so you guys can go check out their live streams. They're pretty fun to watch. Give them a hard
Thank
time
you.
for me. Let them know that Fry sent you. And then, yeah, everybody take it easy and have a good night and stay safe.
Later, core fans.
Have a good night.